What are some of the solutions that kind of fit into fixing this and resolving this issue, and where does Full Throttle play a role in that?
Great questions. So, everybody's looking for ways to capture that audience. And traditionally, the way schools have kind of filled this gap around needing to augment who they're reaching out to has been to base it off of personas. So, what does my student look like? Because what do they look like now, right? Kind of doing that look alike and being able to buy that audience programmatically. So that has been a way that's done, but you're buying that audience. Essentially, you're just renting it. You don't really own it. So there's not a lot of ways to truly own that data outside purchasing those lists. And once you purchase it, then you own it. But most of the time, for most schools, because they don't have huge teams to run campaigns, it's going to be that rent the audience, and then somebody else is going to, DSP provider is going to be running that marketing campaign. But where Full Throttle comes in is we truly fill that gap where we are not going to be reliant on things like device IDs and cookies and, IP addresses. And we're going to be an opt-in privacy compliant method for generating first party data in all 50 states. And that's where I think we have a unique value proposition for higher ed, because they need to find another way to encourage and nurture a conversation with prospective students and, in fact, their entire household.
Agreed. And a lot of times when you rent that audience, it could be an out of date audience. And with an educational decision, those things take time. You're kind of holding hands with a entire household or a family through that whole decision making process that can take a year, maybe a year or two. And when you have really unreliable data, your message is getting lost. You lose touch. You might even be sending the wrong message the entire time to the wrong household.
Absolutely. And in today's, higher EDU intenders, they may be deciding between a 4-year degree, but they also might be considering a, technical school. They also might be considering, well, maybe I do my first year online. So the way that you used to be able to buy those audiences based off of surveys and things that people would do, and the Googles and the Amazons out there, that is changing because students now have so many different options for that path to education. It really changes things up and has made it much harder for marketers to really engage potential students that are a right fit for their programs.